Hi, it's Charlie. I am at Stamford Bridge ahead of Chelsea's game in Manchester United. I've got the confirmed team lineup, so let's look at Chelsea's lineup. The big news is that David Luiz hasn't made Antonio Conte's matchday squad. Now, I spoke to him on Thursday. He doesn't have an injury apart from that wrist problem. So is this as a result of his performance against Roma? Well, I'm sure Antonio Conte will be asked about it in the post-match press conference, but he's not even on the substitutes bench, which is a huge surprise, I think. And the other piece of news for Chelsea fans is that N'Golo Kante is making his return from that hamstring injury that he suffered during the international break, which is a huge boost for Chelsea. Christensen is in defence in place of Luiz, and Zappa Costa starts for Chelsea. Now for United, Antonio Valencia and Ashley Young, they return to the starting line. They were rested against Benfica, and of course we've got Matic playing in midfield after his man of the match performance against Benfica, as he comes back up against his former side for the first time since being sold to United. Now we're back at half time to see what is going on the pitch in this huge clash between Chelsea and Manchester United. Half time, it's 0-0 at the break in what has been an absolutely fantastic first half of football for Chelsea and Manchester United. The atmosphere has been amazing, and you know, Chelsea have looked much more brighter than they did against Rome. I mean, if Conte was looking for a response from his players, he certainly has what's in their head today. They've had several chances to score. I mean, they did actually get the ball into the back of the net. It was Phil Jones who he put the ball into the back of his own net, but it was disallowed and got a foul on Jones. Bakayoko, he twice has had chances. De Gea made a really good stop to tonight. Hazard. United, they've looked particularly well. Chelsea have done really well on the break when they've countered. United have had chances as well. Courtois made a really good save to deny Lukaku, and Marcus Rashford, he headed the ball over. It's been a really intriguing affair. Let's see what the second half brings. If anything like the first, I think we're in for a treat. Hi guys, so it's ended Chelsea 1, Manchester United 0. Alvaro Morata with the winner, the goal that, you know, has really taken a lot of pressure off Chelsea. Now I've been to Antonio Conte's and Jose Mourinho's press conferences, and I'm going to start off with probably what most Chelsea fans want to know about is why David Luiz was dropped from Conte's lineup. Now, reports today in the British press suggested that Luiz was going to be dropped to the substitutes bench today. But I think a lot of people were really surprised when he didn't even make the bench. You know, he was completely left out of the matchday squad. Now, Conte gave an interview with Sky Sports after the game, and he basically said he doesn't know if Luiz has a future at the club, and he said, look, he has to work really hard or he'll be on the bench or in the stands. And it was a really interesting comment. I mean, you know, what could have happened to have made things different? You know, he's been a huge part of Chelsea's team since he came back to the club last year, and then Conte was asked to clarify those comments, and basically he said, oh look, it was a tactical decision why he wasn't played, justified by the fact that Christensen did really well, but it did suggest that it was down to form, so down to that performance against Roma. Now I don't know if, I mean, certainly he isn't injured. Now, I don't know if it's down to his attitude or if it is just because of his form, but certainly something isn't right there. Turning attentions away from David Luiz, the huge boost for Chelsea today was N'Golo Kante returning to Conte's starting lineup. I mean, Conte said that, look, the team is much more balanced with Kante in the lineup, and you could see why. With Kante back in, not only did it give protection to the defence, but it meant Bakayoko and Fabregas they were released and they were free to kind of go forward and make those attacks. Bakayoko was, you know, he was pretty much playing upfield most of the game. He had loads of chances to score as well, and that was basically because Kante was back in the side, and that is obviously a huge boost. And I think Conte will just be hoping that Kante doesn't, you know, injure himself again. Another thing that Conte was talking about was Alvaro Morata. And of course, he came into this game having not scored in 6 games in all competitions, and Conte basically admitted that he said that his form had dropped after the Man City game because, of course, he had that injury, and he said, look, today he showed just how good he can be up against physical defenders. I think that's something that people have said before, that perhaps against, you know, really big burly defenders Morata struggles. Today you didn't see that, so that was obviously a good sign. Now Mourinho was talking about the game as well, And he chose to focus on the injured players for United and saying that basically United really missed them. He was also asked about Man City because, of course, United now trail City in the Premier League title race by 8 points. And while he did say he is worried by that gap, he said, look, this is the Premier League and there's a lot more to play for. So Mourinho is obviously feeling confident that United can still catch City up. And he was also asked about Lukaku, and he said, look, I'm really happy with his performance, despite what stats might show after this game. And he was happy with his attitude. But I think undoubtedly Mourinho will be disappointed to have lost the game. Conte will be hugely relieved to have won this game, a huge game before the international break.